My sheep's cheese. My sheep's cheese. So good. I just made an evaporative cooler. Evaporative cooler. It's keeping my cheese and my milk down to 65. I'm sorry, like 60. Yeah, it's keeping it down to 70 degrees, which is cool enough to age cheese quickly, but not too quickly to where I'm not able to consume it first. The reason that cheese manufacturers age cheese in so slow in a 55-degree cheese cave is so that the window of catching it at its perfect, consistent tasting spot is easier for them to manage catching, and then they can send it off to the refrigerated store shelves that keep it in that perfect window. But when you're making your own cheese, you have a lot more leeway, and you can also, like in the summer months, I tend to make cheddar cheeses because the cheddar microbes actually like 100-degree weather. So I got my blue cheddars. I usually make in the summertime blue cheddars, and then in the wintertime just make regular blue cheeses, because the blue cheese likes colder temperatures more, but it's very opportunistic. The penicillium microbes that make blue cheese really are much more prolific in the environment than any of the other microbes that cheese are made with. Super good blue cheddar cheese. I'm having that for lunch. My friend gave me this cute little milk bottle. So awesome. I love it. Sustenance dairy shepherding. It's awesome. So I just spray this down a couple times a day with my pressurized. And it keeps it sprayed on all sides. And it keeps it, even today is 100 degrees out, and it's expected to get hotter as the week goes on, up to 107 degrees. But this will keep it at below 70 degrees. And when it's in the 90s, it keeps this at 60s. So very, very simple evaporative cooler. I use my sheep's coarse wool. That's absolutely paramount to making this work efficiently. But I ran out of my sheep's coarse wool, so I had to use finer wool for the lid and on the bottom. The bottom is also fine wool, which I could, if the lid and the bottom were coarse wool also, this would be 60 degrees right now, 65 degrees instead of 70. So yeah, this is how I roll right now. Learning. These are my evaporative coolers. I spray these down a couple times a day, and these are all coarse wool. So those keep down to 65 in this 100-degree weather. So good. I love this cheese. I made it pretty dry. I dried out the curds a lot, like almost like Parmesan. I dried out the curds before putting in the press, but my press hanging right there. It only applies, I think, 40 pounds of pressure, so that's not that much compared to I think that Parmesan for this size of a wheel would probably be about 80 pounds. So I dried out the curds the same as making Parmesan, but I didn't press it as hard. So it's got like a dry consistency to it, but not nearly as hard. Super good. Yeah. And I got three cheese wheels right now. They've all been aging for a good month, which at these temperatures is the equivalent of like 6 months. So they're all super tasty. And I'm gonna improve this design, I think, and take these straight long pieces and sew them to the bottom half like that, so that when I spray it down, some of it drips down and is wasted. And when you're doing what I'm doing, every ounce of water counts. So if I sew it along the bottom side really hard, it will catch that and add another layer of capturing water, so that I don't have to water it as often throughout the day, and maybe add some insulation too. But eventually I'm gonna make this all coarse wool on the top, and make the bottom panel coarse wool. I might have enough here to do that, to do one of those, but I'm more concerned about losing the water, because I'm losing like I don't know, half a cup of water every time I squirt it down, thoroughly saturate it. I'm getting it dripping pretty bad. Every ounce counts of water in the summertime. That's why I got my sheep's water up here, so that it's not down on the ground where the chickens can get it and dirty it up, because my sheep are pretty particular about having clean water, and without cooties, I don't want to have chicken slobber in their water. So I wait till they come to me thirsty, and then I set it down for them. These are just some of the things that I do in this different lifestyle. Yeah. Chickens are gonna love this rind. I just cut off the ends of the rind, the tops and the bottom of the cheese circle, and threw it to them, and they went ape shit over it. So awesome. I love cheese. This phone needs a new camera. It's not very clear. The image sucks on this. There we go. You see how oily that is? My sheep are so fat and healthy. They're fed so much more green grass, and their milk is so much higher in butterfat than, definitely higher than, sheep milk is already higher, twice as high in butterfat as cow and most goat milk. But my sheep are way higher than any other sheep, because I feed them so well. Super fatty, healthy. I'm getting freaking full, and I just got a little bit left to cut off this rind. It's got a full meal. And chickens are gonna be ecstatic. Chickens! Chickens! Yeah! They know the call. One more. Good chickens! Yeah! Can make some good eggs. Get out of in front. I don't want any poop in here. I don't want any poop on my porch. That's why I threw it over there.